Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and there is a new version of Firefox that has been released. Firefox 88 is been released yesterday, April 19th, 2021, and it contains a few little changes. Probably the most notable one is the one about privacy. They've done a major change to make it a little more private instead of leaking tons of information on third-party websites. Apart from that, there's a few little things that have changed also. This is the first or the last big update before they do a major change. Firefox 89 will have kind of a new interface workaround, and they are working on actually making all of this better. Now, the changes mean that the next Firefox version will take a little more time. They actually said that it might take 6 weeks before the next version, 89, will actually be on with its new Proton engine. So basically, Firefox 88, you can check out if you have the latest version. If you don't care for the new features, at least for the security, there's a lot of security fixes. One that is apparently maybe already exploited by hackers. Go into the upper right lines, the hamburger menu, as we say. Go to Help. Go to About Firefox. Make sure that you're at 88. If you're not, it's going to update itself to 88. So you'll be staying safe. One of the changes that comes with this new version is, and that's probably the biggest change, is for privacy. So when you use a browser, every browser actually has the same way of working and actually posting the content of what, storing the content in window.name. And what happens is that this way of working, there's websites that actually learned how to actually trick the browser a little bit and go and snoop into the information into that file, which means they could see, for example, your browser history. And of course, all in the name of displaying the proper ads. Now, Firefox 88 takes a different step, a first step that other browsers don't have right now, and it's that the window.name will be actually kind of locked to the website you visit. That means if you visit a website, of course, that file will be done, but only that website will be able to snoop into it, because it's the website that created it. But third-party websites, any other websites that you go to, for example, won't be able to access that. They'll actually be creating a new one for that site. So less snooping possibility to what you were doing on the internet. Apart from that, there's PDF files that you work in your browser. A lot of companies use or want you to use PDFs, or even sometimes you might have a PDF file that you have to actually fill up. Well, there will enable JavaScript that is embedded in PDF files from now on to be to give more possibilities. Actually, you will also be able to use the pinch zooming using a trackpad that will now be supported. And when it comes to printing from the browser, the margins are now localized. So that means as you pinch, as you change, it will also follow and help you have better margins and better printout if you want. There is also a change in the way that the browser now will handle camera and microphone requests. When you go to a website, very often, that requires camera or microphone to be used, there's a pop-up. And what happened is sometimes if you go to the same website 2 times in 30 seconds, it asks you twice. Now there's kind of a delay. If you're going, or if it's asked from the same website, it won't ask again within a minute to actually turn on, or do you want to give access to this device, microphone, camera, and so on. They've added a contextual menu when you're on a website that you can now right-click on the page to take a screenshot of that page. So this is also something that you've moved on here that has been changed. So this is an interesting change. And starting with 88, if you are a user of FTP websites, the FTP website is turned off by default, which means that if you use file transfer protocol to get files from the internet, it's not going to work by default. You'll have to go into the settings and turn it on. FTP is being more and more blocked now from pretty much all browsers because it's insecure and they just don't want to deal with it. Starting with version 91, I believe, it will be completely impossible to turn this on now. So these are the few changes. There's a lot of security fixes, like I said, and hope that you update to this version, at least to stay safe. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.